Hello, YouTube! I am Pinstar, and this is Oxygen Not Included Strategy and Tactics, Episode 11. So, in our last episode, we started getting our automated kitchen going, though after looking at my designs and doing some testing, I opted for a few changes to it since last episode and this. So, firstly, I made a boo-boo. You can build on top of doors, but you actually have to build tiles first, build your thing, and then build a door. And secondly, you can't use pneumatic doors. We got to use the higher tech stuff, but that's okay. This is certainly going to be worth it in the end. Also, a few other things that I opted for in terms of automation wiring, and that is the I'm going to rewire. Well, actually, I don't want to do I don't want to rewire all these things, but I do want to change the method in which I do this. I don't want to use the dupe sensor. I have decided we are going to utilize something else. As efficient as I thought that might be, it's just not quite, elegant enough. So we're going to get that deconstructed here. We're going to get a couple of basic tiles built down here. So that will allow the construction of this. And then in the automated things place, we want a clock sensor. That is what we're ultimately going to be going for here. Actually, I'm just going to wait for them to rip that up so I can just reuse the automation wire nub. That egg is almost close, almost hatching, which is quite awesome. Are we out of research? Did we finish up our research? Do we? Oh no, we have that. We just don't have any power. That's our problem. All right. So now with those on board, yeah, we can get those on board, and we can finally get this thing going. Oh yeah, that thing's going to be hard to actually... Oh, no, we can get rid of that thing. Alright, now that we've built those two tiles, we're going to deconstruct just the buildings, please. These two tiles underneath here. No, I didn't want to... for Pete's sake. Alright, automation, clock, sensor... And, well, no real reason for us to build it way up here, but I might as well. Automation wire up like that. The other thing we want to do is, well, actually, no, this is fine as is. We don't need any other fanciness. And then we get our mechanized airlock down here, because it needs to sit on either a regular airlock and a mechanized one, but regular airlocks don't have an automation plug. You need the mechanized airlock in order to have automation toggle it on and off dynamically. Alright, now this clock sensor, the activation time. So the activation time, what time of day should begin sending a green signal. So the green signal is basically when do we want the door to open, which is going to be, let's see, so the activation, there it goes. So the activation duration, red we want, actually, when we send out the signal, we want the light to be on and the door to be closed at the same time. So that's going to involve a NOT gate, because we need to invert the signal here, which actually what we need to do is we need to rip up a couple of the wires here, because we need to connect them in individually. Otherwise, they'll get confused. Oh yeah, Larissa doesn't have enough. Can somebody help Larissa out for a moment? Somebody? Anybody? Larissa, why don't you build? Why don't you just do some digging here? We need to expand this place anyway. Sorry, Larissa. They couldn't bring enough materials on time. But Michael will help you out. Your backup builder, buddy, is going to help you out. One day of sleeping on the floor isn't going to kill you. It's just like, all right, screw this. I'm going to bed. Okay, so now that we have that, we can build our not gate. So basically what a not gate does is it takes a green signal and turns it red, or takes a red signal and turns it green. Now in this case, a red signal tells the door to close and lock, and a green signal tells it to open. In this case, when the dupe's inside the kitchen, we want the door to be closed, because he needs the foundation to stand on it. So yeah, that's how that's going to work out. So plugs in here, inverts it to here, bada boom, bada bing. And then as far as, let me take a look at the schedule here, because this is going to tie into, oh yeah, they updated the game so we can see when the night owl hours and the morning hours are for the various dupes. So we can see Cameron, or Michael's right here in the middle of the night watch here, and is working full bore. Let's see here. Jetstream. So you're going to be our chef here, Jetstream. And you're going to start work at, let's see. It is... Activation time is, say right about here-ish. And the activation duration, yeah, about 50%. So let's see how that works once we get the not gate in there. So the other thing we want to do is we want to let's test this. We want to basically cook all of our food, because our food's kind of in dire straits. Also, while we're waiting on that, let's just make sure our pit is making forward progress here. I do not want them slacking off in that regard. Again, we're not cracking open any things here. Rust, bleach stone, chlorine, bleach stone, salt vines, bleach stones, rust. Yeah, the rust biome is an interesting one, but a useful one. We're going to be getting into how we want to tap into that soon. Okay, the bow getting some... Uh-oh. Food poisoning. Nathan! Eesh. Yeah, we definitely need to start cooking our food. We've been coasting for a little bit too long here. Okay, so I think... Yeah, it's sending a green signal, which means we're ready to rock and roll. Let's get this nice and high a priority, and let's make sure our friend Jetstream, oh, the bow. Hi there. Astronomy? Why, say no more. The bow. I'm sorry, Jetstream. Let's get your chef's hat on, my friend. And let's make sure your priorities are more akin to cooking, because you are our best chef. You're double positive on that. Excellent. Yeah, nobody's liking the food right now. Okay, so it just turned red. We have this backwards. we have this completely backwards. We want it to be green during this time, like that. That's more like it. All right, I just had that backwards. So Jetstream is now going to start cooking up a storm. And here, my friends, this is where the genie... Oh, why are you not? Why are you no power? Did I clip something here? I did. I clipped the wire. Because he needs that light on, both to get this Bristol Blossom going and to get the skill, the 15% lit workspace bonus. Alright, yeah, I do have that in there. There we go. Let's workspace. Beautiful. Now, notice what happens here. First off, we are edible, no barbecue. We don't want you bringing the barbecue down there manually. Trust me, it will, this system is efficient, gosh darn it. So what's going to happen here is Jetstream's just going to keep cooking and cooking and cooking during its shift here. But eventually the timer is going to flip and send a red signal, which will open the door. That door will then cause all of our cooked materials to fall into the CO2 pit, instantly preserving them, without having to be carried up and down, back and forth. Now, what I was trying to go for here was a slightly more clever solution of it, instantly dropping it the minute he leaves, but the dupe sensor proved to be a bit too finicky for my liking here. Yeah, I know, everybody is not too happy with the foodage here. Hopefully people will opt for the fresher cooked things. The nice thing about cooking is it kills all of the germs on the stuff. So if you take stale ingredients, like, well, basically everything that we have, then it'll be like new again. You get a new lease on life on there. Let's see. No, all right. No, we have idlers. We need research. Excellent. Let's see. Desalinator, no. Ore scrubber, no. Let's see. Hydro sensor. Oh, you know what? We do need this thermoregulator as part of my build here. The thermoregulator is absolutely key. So that's getting researched. That's going to be more for our Alright, so look at that. So the thing just turned red and boom, all the food falls down there. Luckily, Jetstream does not fall down there. He can dodge it. So when all that ends there, then that's just sets in there. And also the electric grill does generate a little bit of its own carbon dioxide, which will then just plummet down into the pit down here as is. So that, my friends, is our fully automated kitchen. A little combination of high-tech and low-tech solutions. All right, Cameron. Yeah, you're doing fine as is down here. We do need you... Oh, wait, what am I doing? Cancel you, but do dig you. I was about to say, where's Michael? There's Michael. That egg's just about to crack open here, which is awesome. Now, one of the other projects that I want to do here, actually, there is a little extension of a project that I want to do that's going to make our automated kitchen even better and even more automated here. First off, let me just go on germ patrol here. please, please disinfect that. Those things are fine to be infected. That stuff, that's internal stuff. Yeah, somebody's playing around with polluted dirt, and it's messing stuff up. But anyway, yeah, if we look over here, pickled meal, which, by the way, the pickled meal is already, pretty long shelf life by itself. But now that it's all sitting in the sterile atmosphere, it's all doing fine. All right, so one of the items that I want to do to add even more future function to our things is we're going to put another little pit down here. I know this kind of breaks the little door here. I might scooch the door down a smidge meter, or they should be able to get through there. But this is going to be key, and what I don't want to do is I don't want to pop this on here. And just like that, we're going to do another little double ladder pit. Excuse me. All right, Michael. Yeah, that's the other thing, is we need to get our factory up and running sooner rather than later. Because, yeah, we have a lot of power demands here. Alright, that's doing that things. Alright, plenty of skill points to be earned here. Larissa, what can we do? Improve construction? I think that may be a correct answer here. It's either that or carrying. I mean, granted, carrying will get you closer to suit wearing, but we don't have the means to produce suits. So, you know what? Construction it is. And we can give you the fancier construction hat. Nathan, yeah, super hard digging, please. You're gonna be all digging all the time. Super hard digging, please. You are needed to help us flesh this all out. And pretty soon this will be going green right here. Oh, speaking of, one other little bit of power saving here is these incubators suck up a lot of power, so we got to do something about that. So I think another solution to that, another clock sensor. I do like me these clock sensors. We'll build you up here, and then just run the automation wire down like that. We don't need any of the special gates here. And we've got a new person, so let's see who we got. Water, tempting, but not immediately needed. Let's see. A decorator researcher suit wearer is curious. Tidying. A tidier. A tidier is absolutely. And then we got operating and building. Operating is also useful, but I do like the quick learner here. Yeah, you know what? Turner, I think, is the correct answer. And I'm going to also take this opportunity to show you how loud sleeper can be dealt with using schedules. But let's answer the question of who among my patrons is going to be up next. Okay, our next patron is actually one that joined just last night. So, Andrew, welcome to the team. Now, when it comes to loud sleepers, Obviously, anyone sleeping in here with other people, other dupes, is going to wake them up, and that's going to make them not too happy about that prospect. But rather than, one solution is to make them their own private bedroom, assign them the bed, and put them there. But I do like my bedrooms where they are, and I don't like to have special things. So we're actually going to make another brand new schedule. We're creating a lot of one-offs here. So what we need to do is we need to find a period where nobody else is sleeping. So I think the latest sleep here is this. So if we do a bedtime of, say, 1, 2, 3, follow that up by a 1, 2, and then everything else, work time, work time, work time, work time, work time. And we can actually pair this up because we can have one loud sleeper in the upper bedroom chamber and one loud sleeper in the lower bedroom chamber. So I can swap around beds if need be and have two people on the lumberjacks. The lumberjacks. They are lumberjacks and they are okay. Andrew, you are joining the lumberjacks. I need a title for schedule 4 here. Since they sleep in the early morning, we'll call this the snooze button crew. Okay. And let's do priorities for our new friend here. So, Andrew, let's see. So, science, which, we don't need you to do science, but we do like the passive buff from that. Tidying. I think we're going to have him go the route of tidying because we need a plumber. We need somebody to go that route. And since you are our first person that actually has the tidying love, we'll take that. So you can clean that up, and then we can go up the route of there. It's too bad that your thing isn't carrying because you'd be a perfect mechatronics engineer, which is going to be very important later on. Because you want to talk about doing automation. That takes that to the nines. Right then, so storing up, supplying up. You're just going to be primarily tidying. But we do want you operating. Because that's your other thing, and we do need us more operators. And what the hey, we'll say if there's digging that needs done, go ahead and do your digging. Now this is all hard material down here, so we are dependent on our one person here. Larissa. I think she can get back in from there. Man, it stinks that our main digging person is the one that's suffering from there. Alright, Larissa, can you make your way out? I think you can, which is fine. Then that means the door is doing exactly what it needs to do. Alright, perfect. And just so I can see what this little goodie is up right here, that should be good, and that should not be enough to break this. Not yet, anyway. Alright, yeah, we were just running out of there. Alright, so we're building up our automation here. All right, so basically what we want to do is, the way the incubator works is it doesn't actually make it go faster. What it does is it enables your ranchers to lullaby the egg, and that is what causes the egg to mature faster. The problem is that all the rest of the time it's on, it doesn't really work that well. It just sucks up a lot of power, but doesn't do anything good for us. So what we want to do is we want to tell it to, for a brief period of time, we want it to be active only a short period of time. We want it to be active for maybe like 10%. And the activation period, let's say round about here. Now, in order to make sure that it gets attended to, we want this to have a 9. So that way, as soon as the clock turns on and enables the lullabying, it will allow that. Now let me just double check our schedule here. Hiko is working. Good. Because it would be silly otherwise. Oh, Andrew, you're stuck on this duty, aren't you? Yeah, we're gonna put that to a 1. And we're gonna actually start having you do some other. We're gonna do some other stuff here for you. Another build that I'm pondering up here is we want to start making use of our chlorine over here. Our chlorine, our bleach stone, our chlorine gas. There's a lot of good stuff that we can use. Once that's up and running here. So, in our next episode, we are going to ponder the construction of that, as well as also start breaking ground and pre-planning out our oxygen situation. Because I keep putting that off. But I promise, it will pay off. It will pay off in time. So if you guys like this episode and you want to see more like it, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment, good, bad, or indifferent. Your feedback's always welcome. So until next time, this has been Pinstar, signing out. See ya. Nathan, what are you doing? Stop that. Stop that. Nathan, you dig and dig alone. No more of that other stuff. You need to take, my friend.